Hey guys, we are here at MWAVE 2024 with Cinemike. We are super pumped. This is an incredible 2-channel setup. We've had folks lined up at the door all 3 days. Tell us what you've got here at the show, guys.
Yeah, it was just a crazy idea. Our friend Chris Makovets came up with that idea to attend to that really beautiful show here. And we made it real. We grabbed our stuff, we finished some brand new modifications that we showed here for the first time.
Sure.
And put everything in the plane because that was our only chance. A lot of boxes in the plane, like an adventure, because you know what kind of shit could happen there. And everything arrived, everything worked, and we're here.
Yeah, that's awesome. So they ran into some issues with, I think, customs. And so we had to pack all this stuff up, bring it onto the plane. Did these come on the plane?
No, the speakers were provided locally.
Okay.
But all the electronic stuff we bought, all the cables, everything, we had to bring by plane.
So we got creative, but what made you want to come to MWAVE? So you're from where?
We are from Germany. We are from close to Cologne, at the border to the Netherlands and Belgium.
Right.
And we work usually all over Europe.
Right.
But we sell our stuff worldwide. But we want to get new customers. We wanted to go to the motherland of home cinema, USA. And now we are here. It was a crazy idea, but we just did it.
That's awesome. So we're on day 3. You've had lots of folks come through here. We had 500 attendees, just under 500. So tell us what that experience has been like. What were some of the comments from the guests that came through your setup here?
Yeah, most of the guys were really amazed because I think they never met crazy German home cinema enthusiasts.
Sure.
Because we are enthusiasts. That's why we do it. We do all this modification to that gear because we want to transport the emotion. We want to take away all the filters what's the word? My English is not so good.
That's okay.
It's okay. We want to transport the emotion the director or the content creator intended.
Sure.
In the music, in the movie, whatever. Yeah. And we take away the blankets of the speakers. You could describe it as like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got this crazy setup. So as you can see, we've got 32-inch Ascendos. We've got the beautiful black swans with the dual 15s. This is a 2-channel setup.
It's a 2-channel setup, because we couldn't bring more equipment in the plane.
But here's the interesting thing, though. I just finished the demo. We went through some beautiful, beautiful 2-channel music. I love the rendition of Sound of Silence. I'd never heard that version.
Yeah, actually, one of the visitors came up with that version. I didn't know it myself, but it's incredible.
Yeah. So I'll leave a link down in the description because you guys got to check it out. It's got some super low frequencies, but it was just beautifully done, perfect imaging. But then we transitioned over to some home theater. We did Twister, and that was a trailer.
It was a trailer downloaded from the internet.
Yeah, so nothing crazy, but this room not only was shaking, but it was so crystal clear, so impactful. And these guys were just grinning. I think you even have footage of it over here. These guys were grinning from ear to ear. I was smiling, just going, holy cow, this whole setup is amazing. So not only have you partnered with some great manufacturers like Ascendo for the speakers, but we've got some of your own products here at the show that you've modified. So tell us, what is Cinemike? What do you do? And what products do we have here at the show?
Yeah. To start with the products, we have here the Altitude 32 Triumph.
Sure.
We have a modded one and we have an original one because we did some comparisons for the attendees here.
Okay.
Then we have as a premiere, because we've never showed it before, the Amplitude 16 with our latest modification. We have our flagship player. It's still the Oppo 205 because there is no real replacement for it. Still, there isn't.
Right.
We have Apple TV. original than modified because we did some comparisons.
So some comparisons with Apple TV and the modified Apple TV?
Yes.
Okay.
The Apple TV, by the way, is our bestseller because everybody in a dedicated home cinema needs a streaming device. So,
I've got one myself and I love it.
Yeah, the Apple TV is perfect for that.
Okay.
And then we have we have 2 extra power amps. These are Dynacord amps.
Okay.
Actually, German amps.
Sure.
These are PA amplifiers with DSP built in, so they are for universal use. You can do anything with them.
Absolutely.
And they drive the 2 32-inch subwoofers here.
Sure.
The Amplitude 16 is 12 channels are bridged to 6 channels.
Okay.
So we drive with 3 channels, the Black Swan left and the Black Swan right. So each driver has a bridged 2 channel on this amp.
Sure.
So that means a lot of power.
How much power are we looking at?
Was 3,600, I think.
3,600?
For the subs, we have 3 times 800 per channel for the left and right.
So this is a massive room. No wonder this place was going nuts in here. That's awesome. So the room was bouncing. People were outside the door. They would walk by. They would hear this and go, I got to find out what's in this room.
And we were more afraid that the fuse will blow of the power line here, but it...
You held it all together.
We have really the sound of silence.
We would have the sound of silence.
For sure.
Another product that I forgot is the Lumagen, the video processor, because we use it in all our high-end installations to drive projector, display, or whatever.
Okay.
And this one is also fully modded by us.
Okay.
Because the people use it as a HDMI switch hub and use it to separate audio and video. So all the sources are connected to the Lumagen, and then you go with one fiber cable to the projector, which is also one of our products, and with a separate cable for audio to the processor.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about, you've mentioned modifications, and so we're taking these great premier products, Trenov, we've got Oppo, we've got Apple TV, we've got all of these products that are already great products. What is Cinemike doing to make those better? I'm not asking for your secret sauce.
No, there's no secret sauce. No, the idea behind it is just to grab excellent equipment, which is a perfect base to do that, and we re-engineer it. So you have certain industry standards in these products, but they are usually not really high end.
Okay.
So that's where we come in, and. He does all the development. He does all the soldering. Okay. Especially the soldering in the S&D area, because it's like Swiss watchmaker art. So that's his part.
So tell me a little bit about your part, because you've been pretty silent on this.
Yeah, I do that for nearly 25 years.
Yeah. 25 years.
We met first time, and on that time I modified DVD players and put scalar cards inside. It was a product from Cinematics, where I worked at that time, and there we have to search the digital signals for the video, put them out to this card, and scale up the video to 1200p on that time. And that also for PAL and NTC. So that was very special, especially for the PAL market.
Sure.
Because there were no progressive scan at that time in the PAL market. And that was for CRT projectors. And so he was a customer from us and by that. And that was where we become friends. And that was the beginning. And I was always very deep in this digital stuff, and also in the SMD area, because I have to find the signals to pick them there, and also to stabilize them, because of course they were not built that someone puts a cable there and put it somewhere else, and then we have to stabilize that all. That was on that time, and he comes to me once and said, maybe you can do something for audio, and
there's a funny story behind that.
Yeah.
I don't know what was it, 2004, I think. The first universal DVD players came on the market, like the Sony DVP NS900, which had SACD playback.
Right.
So I bought this player, then he did this PSM board modification to get the upscaled output, and I connected it and did some SACD playback, and it was just shit. I was really disappointed about the audio quality that came out of the player, and that's when the idea came up. Ask him, because he is so deep into digital stuff and electronics. Maybe he can solve that and improve it, and that's where it started. Then we established the company 20 years ago, and gathered a lot of experience in that time. We were focused on certain products like Marantz or Denon products. We did a lot. And then finally we decided to do Trinov.
So do some higher end stuff.
Yeah. That was the idea behind it. But Cinemike is a concept. It's not just modding some equipment or re-engineering equipment. It's a whole concept. If we do a complete system, build a complete room, that concept goes through everything, like the acoustic treatment, like the electric installation, the fine tweaking of everything, the cables, everything. We do our own power cables.
Okay.
We even didn't mention that, but we use AudioQuest HMI cables here, and we also signal XLR cables, speaker cables, and maybe you know the DBS system that they use. They use they have kind of active shielding. There's a battery pack with 72 volts, which loads one of the shieldings, and there's also a certain filter in it. But they use the same DBS for any kind of cable type or signal type, HDMI, XLR, speaker cables, power cables. But we adapted the DBS to the kind of signal. So HDMI needs a different filter than power cables or than speaker cables, because it's a complete different signal transported there. That's what we do. So if somebody buys such a HDMI cable at our place, he will get it with a dedicated DBS system on it.
Interesting.
So we go very, very deep into all these details. And who cares about electric installation? The maximum, the max somebody says, separate signal cables from power cables, but that's it.
Gotcha. This is a crazy, like I said, it's hard to put into words like what we experienced in this room. You know, when we finish a demo, folks are laughing, they're smiling, and that's really what this heartbeat of MWAVE is. It's gathering attendees and vendors coming together for one purpose. And like you said, you love cinema.
Yeah, we love cinema, and it was a great experience here. First time in the US on the MWAVE,
right?
And that won't be the last time.
That's awesome. It's funny because we were all.
But next time with more equipment and more channels. Believe me.
Yeah, because that's what someone was saying. They're like, we can't believe we experienced this massive soundstage, this massive, even on a movie trailer with 2 speakers. And somebody mentioned, you know, maybe we could get more next year. And you're like, oh yeah, we're definitely bringing more.
We'll make sure.
Well, we love it. We've had a blast. We're certainly grateful that you chose to bring all this incredible gear and your technology and your expertise from Cinemike to the show at MWAVE 2024. We've had a blast. We hope to see you again next year.
Yeah, you will. You will.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll leave links down in the description below to Cinemike and all their products. You can get in touch with them if you want to modify the Trinov, and so they can buy any of these straight from you, even in the US.
Yes, no problem.
Well, the good thing is I have an audience of pretty much global. Half of my audience is in the US. The other half is literally all around the world. We had 8 countries represented here at MWAVE 2024. So we're super excited. Hope to see you next year. Have a great week. God bless, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we hope to see you again next year here on MWAVE with a full multi-channel system, of course.